could ramble all day, but let's just have you meet the elders in person. I think we're close enough to the pagoda. We'll be there in no time. Gather round. And don't blame me if you let go.
Halt. You can go no further.
Who said that?
How typical, Taiyu. Who else but you could slip past all four of us? You may have the Elder's permission to come and go, but that doesn't mean you can do as you please, here or there. And now you've brought outsiders on your own accord? What were you thinking? Did the message from last time not sink in? This time, there will be consequences.
Easy now. I appreciate your concern, but I think you're scaring our guests. You're not too frightened, are you? The black tortoise, the symbol of winter, or just Gao to his friends. I didn't expect you all to roll out the red carpet for us, but it would be kind of you to hear us out at least.
Are you surprised that Gowan is angry?
You wouldn't be if you'd caught them when you were supposed to.
As if I had the chance. Taiyu, as soon as I heard you'd brought someone, I had one guess as to who it might be. And let's see now. Yes, it's you, all right. You look just the way I imagined.
Baekhyun, share the spotlight, would you? We know who you are. Taiyu told us an adversary had appeared in the outside world. We knew it had to be you. We are the four symbols, watchkeepers over the elders and their work. And in all the ages we've kept that watch, we've never seen one like you. An adversary with their ego untarnished. Frankly, it's astonishing. And I'm sure the elders would agree.
We would indeed. Your very existence exceeds our expectations, even our hopes. Taiyu, you've outdone yourself bringing them here. So, it's a pleasure to meet you. A new adversary. A completed one, even. And yet, empty in a sense. Hold on. Are you saying you've already slain a god? And yet, here you stand. You carried out the adversary's task, but avoided its destiny?
How can that be?
That seal stone was modeled after the god sphere, so the adversary's destiny would have...
Does that mean destiny's avoidable? Interesting.
You still don't know. Should have crossed your mind at least. When the gods were running wild, the will of the world decided it wanted order. So it called for a weapon. The adversary. You. Of course, most adversaries failed, but you went all the way. So you know how powerful a completed adversary can be. Now, when a weapon made to fight the gods has no more gods to fight, what then? At that point, the weapon's just a threat. It's a liability. In the wrong hands, it could cause the same chaos it was built to prevent. Yes, the adversary's destiny is death, right after its work is done. If you still had that seal stone, you wouldn't have been able to avoid it. Ironically enough, it looks like Darmor saved your life.
Wait. Did Darmor know he was doing that? Is that why he broke the seal stone? Did he want to save your life?
That would explain one thing at least. Why he didn't simply kill you on the spot.
Sure, but then why?
In any case, what we have here is an adversary in violation of protocol. You don't have our permission to be here, or our permission to leave.
Jagong, if you would hold on just a moment.
Taiyu, we sent you outside to clean up after yourself. 2 of the 4 perils you captured had escaped their seals. Your mission was to recapture Changchi and Towu, nothing more. Now you bring us all this?
You should know where those 2 perils are now, and how they escaped. Or rather, who released them. Kaling. You remember her, don't you, Jagong? Your favorite researcher.
So, she intends to finish her research then. Foolish of her. Regardless, she can never possibly succeed.
Why not? Because Hundun is sealed away in Odium?
How did you...
Oh, I have news for all of you. Carlos the Guardian is no more. And because of that, and a few other complications, Odium's doors have swung wide open.
Wait, Kalos is gone? And Odium's unsealed? How? That can't be true.
It is. I saw it myself, and I brought 3 witnesses. As soon as Odium opened up, Kaling went straight inside to the innermost part of the laboratory. There she found Hundun and the God Sphere binding it.
Then what? Where's the God Sphere now? It's the genuine article, Jagong. It's the World Heart. Leave it to Kaling's monsters to throw a spanner into the works.
Jagong, everyone, listen. I know if the will of the world doesn't allow it, you won't interfere with anything outside, no matter what. I know that. But look at what's come of that. Carlos is gone now. Odium's no longer a sanctuary. Fortunately, we avoided the worst of it, thanks to our friend here. But good fortune doesn't last forever.
I understand why you're so concerned. We left you out there too long. The outside world is no longer our business, and it never will be. Not ever again.
Yes, and as for you, adversary, do you know why Hundun told you to come here? For advice? Expertise? No. It wanted to wave you in our faces, to show that we've miscalculated. The adversary who cheated destiny.
Jagong, I think we've heard enough.
We have indeed. Gown, take the adversary away. They go against the will of the world. That'll only bring chaos if they run amok any longer. Seal them and the World Heart in winter. Forever.
We'll need to deal with Taiyu as well. Baekyeon, lock him up in autumn. We'll sort out this. We have time. Nothing but.
Understood.
Now, what about these 2 magicians?
They're outsiders. They have no business here. Ara, show them out, please. Yes, Miolan. Wait!
Oh, bloody!
I had no idea. I'd known Taiyu and a few others went to the outside world, but I thought it was just to tidy up and keep things in order. So does this mean there is no order? The world isn't at peace? I'm thinking out loud, not asking you. Just follow me. Jagong said to take you to Winter. I'll keep watch on you there for now. How did intruders even get in here? Shangri-La is entirely separate from every other place. It has no doors to open. At least, not from the outside. No, that would be impossible. The will of the world itself appointed every one of us. On the other hand, that was a long time ago. Before the contamination. But no, surely the elders haven't forgotten their duty. Then again, this has never happened before. I can hardly believe it's happening at all. If they're here, they might already be everywhere. I should get to Spring. Aura might need help. So all this time we've been hiding away in here. The peace we thought we'd gifted the world was just wishful thinking? Face it, huh? On the other hand, Jagong has a point. You're an adversary who went off script. You might throw things into chaos just by being here. Or there. I can't let you go. That'd be too rash. But under the circumstances, we can cooperate. Let's head to Spring together. We'll take care of Aura and your friends. Well, it'd be a first offense. And they've let Taiyu slide plenty of times already. Alright, come with me. This is bad. Those scrolls represent us, the four of us. If it's showing that much damage, so is she. Aura, where are you?
Oh! Oh my! Is that Gown?
That voice. Myolong? Myolong, are you alright?
Of course! Don't worry your pretty little head about me. So, what brings you by? Oh, wait, let me guess. You ran into monsters in winter, so you came out here to see where they came from, right? Makes sense. If they came from outside, they'd have to have gone through spring, right? You really are adorable. See, I would have checked around the inside first. I'd have checked on the elders and made sure they're all where they're supposed to be. I mean, it must have crossed your mind, you being guardian of the barrier and all. The only way someone could have gotten through it is if they had someone on the inside to help them. Sort of like with Taiyu and the adversary, right? You're a loyal soldier, Gown. I really do appreciate that. They all do. The other elders, I mean. You and the other three symbols, they love you. It's a shame I'm going to have to leave you behind. But thanks for bringing the adversary with you. I wasn't sure how I was going to sneak them past Jagong.
Myolong, what are you saying?
Okay, I'll spell it out for you. Made it. Are you okay, Gown? Thanks for not being a traitor. I was worried what was going to happen if they gave you orders first.
Traitors, plural? What's going on?
Some of the elders were spying for Darmor. Looks like he just gave them the go-ahead. They've let Kaling in too.
No, that's impossible.
It should be. Don't you think, Miaolang? We've all been friends for ages. What'd he give you, huh? What happened to your duty? You're an elder. You're supposed to be above all this. Do you have any shame?
Wow, you're still talking? You can take a hit, I'll give you that. But you really should have just laid down. Would have saved you a huge headache. Not too late to walk away. I don't have to hurt you. But if you insist...
Hey, listen. I'm sorry for the trouble earlier. Your friends are safe. They're in a different season. I can hold down Spring. Can you help cover the other seasons for me? Gown, you go too. I'm worried about Shuli and Baekhyun.
Aura, I can't leave you like this.
I want to stay. Shangri-La isn't what it was anymore. Not for any of us. But I can still look after Spring at least. Don't worry. You know I can handle it. This is my domain. Nobody knows it better than me. So hurry up. Go. You and the adversary. Save the others.
See you soon, Aura.
That's Chongchi.
Ah, one of the four perils! That takes me back. I can see why Darmor took an interest in Kaling. I do not envy the adversary right now.
Wait! What are you doing? No way! How?
That's one of the four perils. It's Towu. If a peril got through Spring to make it here, what happened to Aura?
Are you okay?
The warrior of the Alliance, a couple of magicians, and this friendly tortoise fellow. Right, let's give it a go.
Gown, is that you? You're safe. Two of the elders. They betrayed...
I know. I saw the monsters in winter. Spring too. Aura's worried about you. I'm sorry. If I hadn't been so indecisive, I could have gotten here sooner. This is my fault.
Gaon, no. Everyone knows you're doing your best. It's not too late. Please get to Baekhyun. I'll just stay here a minute and rest.
It's okay. She's breathing.
Don't take this the wrong way, Baekhyun, but I wasn't expecting you to show up and help. I'm in your debt.
Hey, don't get sentimental now. I still owe you. My whole kind does. What's left of it. I never stopped thinking about them, even after I came here. When their town burned down, if it hadn't been for you, that last child wouldn't have made it.
You don't owe me for that. The kid made a fine disciple.
Well, of course. They had you for a teacher.
It was a little reckless to take on both of you, I suppose. I, of all people, should know power isn't always enough. Well, live and learn. I've done my part. Time to wrap this up.
They just keep coming at us!
I don't think they're after us.
Oh no. The scroll!
Baekhyun! Is that how you greet your master now? Shen-sung caught him just now. Glad you're here. I've been holding out so far, but now that Baekhyun's gone.
Shensung? What's wrong with you? Why are you with Darmor?
Well, how about that? The Black Tortoise is actually talking back. Hey there, glad you're okay. I can see why Darmor's got his eye on you. I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to take care of some business. Let's meet up again later. Don't die now, okay?
Oh, that sounds lovely.
It can't be. He gave up his power. I thought he was dead.
He is. Look at him. This isn't the Hoondun we met. Not anymore.
There you are. ever since the laboratory, it's all gone downhill. That angler brat, the whole problem at Hoondoon, and don't get me started on the elders. But you know who really blew it all up for me? You. Why couldn't you just stay out of it? Do you even know what you did? Do you know how hard I had to work just to get him to trust me with anything? And then you came along and sent me all the way back and then some. Where's the God Sphere? The World Heart? Where'd you put it? Just hand it over already. Your seal stone? Come on! We're talking about the World Heart here, and you're whining about some crummy little replica? You are so ridiculous. I mean, yeah, replica or not, it had the power of the Overseers in it. But did you really think you were a big shot just for carrying it around? I hope not. Now, get over yourself and listen to me. You are not the adversary he's looking for.
She's contaminated. Don't listen to her.
Oh, she's about to go crazy. Heads up. You there. Come closer. I have a story to tell you. Once upon a time, there was a gathering of great minds out to save the world. But their experiments corrupted them until they forgot themselves. Eventually, they left the world behind for a place where others couldn't follow. As time passed and the world settled into order, they faded into myths and legends. Only a few of us know about them now. We call them the Elders. So, what do you say? Would you like to go meet them?
Greetings from Shangri-La. I'm Gown. I guard the winter season here. Spring, summer, fall, and winter, all together, all year round. We are the four symbols, the guardians of this painted world. Everything from the grass to the clouds in the sky all looks like it was made with a brush. Of course, we protect more than the landscape. These are the Elders, ancient, ageless, and wise. All that said, you can't actually come here. No one can, without an invitation.
Just be ready for a few surprises. For one thing,
What? Intruders?
Trouble in paradise? Bet you never thought you'd see me again, huh? Did you miss me? Now get out of my way. My monsters and I are coming through. Squeal, you little guinea pig! Look out! Kaling's here and she's unstoppable! No one's gonna stop me this time! No, this is all wrong. I can't lose. I'm an apostle of Darmlord. He chose me. He believed in me. I'm part of his greatness. I was a genius in the lab. So many discoveries. I did what nobody else could. The light of the World Heart. It's draining me. It's taking everything. Am I going to disappear? adversary. How did you hold on to your heart? Why couldn't I shine like you? It's over.
Another one in the books. Are you all right?
You fought for this place. You've earned the right to see them. Thank you. You taught me a lesson. All I've done is stand watch. But if order and peace have already fallen apart, and chaos is unavoidable, I'll have to stop watching and start acting to save the world I love, just like you said. There's more I want to say, but since I need to tell the elders too, just follow me for now. We'll sort it all out in the pagoda.
Welcome back. Obviously, we have some issues to discuss. First off, thank you. Second, we saw the light of the World Heart from here, and we have questions. Your seal stone, as far as I know, was a human creation, based on the God Spheres. And the God Spheres were inferior copies of the original. The World Heart, the one you carry. The will of the world itself created it. No other God Sphere could ever compare to it, nor could any seal stone. The World Heart's power permeated the continent in its day. I would suppose that your seal stone's creator harnessed a fraction of that power. The World Heart was made to suppress the power of the ancient gods. As such, it can drain the power of gods and godlike beings. When it encountered such power just now, it reacted and did what it was meant to do. Apparently, Darmor's power was godlike enough to set it off. Unfortunately for Kaling. Enough. I've already said too much. Some of us wanted to stop you from coming back here, to the pagoda. They wanted to have Gown seal you up. You and the World Heart, separately. And I see their concerns. You are indeed dangerous. But you also saved Shangri-La. And as such, we'll ignore your trespassing this once. Gown, the same goes for you. This was an emergency, and you had to make your own snap decisions. But we'll have to make sure it never happens again. Now, give Gown the World Heart and leave.
Jagong, I want to say something.
Yes, Gown?
I want to leave too. I want to go to the outside world with them. All this time, I've imagined the world out there as a utopia. When I saw those monsters come in from out there, I realized I need to stop believing what other people tell me without looking into it myself. I was afraid. If I intervened in the world, it would just cause more chaos. And because of that, I kept my eyes shut. I won't do that anymore. I want to use whatever power I have to help the people I can.
That is absurd. The Azure Dragon and the White Tiger are both missing. The Vermilion Bird is wounded. We don't know when she'll wake up. Spring, summer, and autumn have all collapsed. We have one barrier left, and it's yours. The will of the world appointed you as our guardian. Are you going to walk away now?
Easy now. I think there's been enough internal conflict today, don't you? One thing's for sure. Shangri-La is not as safe as it used to be. Certainly not safe enough to hide the World Heart. And as for the Black Tortoise, if he does want to leave, how do you propose to stop him? Obviously, you can't hold him back by force. That being said, the Elders do need a protector. So here's what I suggest. I will stay in Shangri-La from now on. Between the remaining Elders' power and the power I developed outside, we can build new barriers. I can already hear you thinking, what about the World Heart? Fortunately, I do know one person capable of protecting it. The adversary. Much safer in your hands than here, I'd say. I was getting to that. And could you please not butt in? The Hermitage is a part of Shangri-La. I'll take care of it, and as for you, you've already advanced by leaps and bounds. You've done fine on your own, without me. What do you say, Elders? I might not have the Black Tortoise's fortitude, per se, but I have other ways of protecting you all.
I can't say you're wrong. Here, you can borrow my power.
You'd better impress me.
Just watch.
The seasons. Are they back? Well, this ought to be enough to keep us afloat, so to speak. You make a fair point, Taiyu. We don't have the power to protect the World Heart, or the force to hold the Black Tortoise. Until we finish recovering, you can lend us a hand. All right, adjourn. Everyone out.
Thank you, Taiyu, for humoring my stubbornness.
Thank you for hearing us out. You'll be in for a lot of surprises heading out into the world yourself.
I know, but R would want me to go, and I know Shuli believes in me. Baekhyun, he'd have my back for sure. So I'll go out there, do what I can for the world, and bring my friends back home.
Well said, Gao.
Thanks, Weo.
I have something to say to you. Could you spare a moment? I haven't introduced myself all this time. I'm Weo, the sheep elder. Taiyu, I'm sorry for not covering for you while you were out. Add it to the pile of what I owe you. You said a child rang our bell, and you saved that child from a crisis. We made a bell to wash away the sinner's wrongs. Our wrongs. It wasn't made to ring easily, only in the presence of a brave, pure heart. The day it rang loud and clear, it was supposed to absolve us of all our crimes and clear out the contamination. But then it rang, and the contamination's still here. We called ourselves sinners, wallowed in our crimes, and then we tried to find an easy way to fix them. Maybe we were cheating all along, and we deserve extra punishment just for that. Some of us were against making the bell in the first place. They said the contamination was our lot, handed down by the will of the world, and we ought to accept it. What's a bell going to do, they said. It hasn't erased our crimes from history, that's for sure. I could keep shutting out the consequences like I've been doing all this time, but I'm not sure I want to do that anymore. I think the other elders feel the same way. They're ready to do something for the sake of the world. Maybe you can help give us a chance. Especially now that two of us have gone rogue and thrown in with Darmor. Seems like the least we could do is balance that out. What do you say? To begin with, there's something I should tell you. You said you wanted to restore the power of the World Heart. Jagong hasn't told you enough about that. I suppose I'd better start at the beginning. Give me a moment to sort it all out. Well, everything Jagong told you is true. We can start there. The will of the world created the World Heart and gave it to us. It's the source of all the god spheres, and its power is indescribably vast. Even we elders couldn't handle it. That's why we left it behind in Odium. We wanted it to sleep forever, well secured, and we wanted to siphon off its power in a safe environment.
And that's why you made the constables and kept the system running, to use up the World Heart's energy.
Yes, and century by century it used that power up. Or nearly so. But take a look now. Can you feel it? It's infused with power again, only a little, but more than it had. Remember, the World Heart can drain the power of the gods, but, and this is news to all of us, it can also make that stolen power its own. One other thing. I heard you used to have a seal stone, was it? Then you might know already. The power of a god sphere, or an imitation god sphere, I suppose, isn't bound to just one person. In theory, the World Heart is the same way. But I say theory because even we elders never managed to awaken it fully. My best advice is to go out there, meet whoever you can, and learn whatever you can. Somewhere in the world, I'm sure you'll find a way. If you can get Gown to change his mind, you can do anything. You're welcome back to Shangri-La whenever you need help. I'll prepare a special entrance just for you, just as Gown can guide you here. I'm sure you can show him around out there. Take good care of him, will you?
You've always been good to me, Weo. Good luck and good health. For you and Shuli.
Do what we couldn't out there. And when Shuli wakes up, you'll be the first to know.
Well, that about wraps things up around here. Oh, don't talk like we're never going to see each other again. Or are you thinking of avoiding this place as long as I'm here? Farewell.
Spring's back. Guess Taiyu must have helped with that. Looks like he picked up a few new tricks in the outside world.
Keep moving. You'll be stuck here if you don't. And where is Shensong? Sorry I'm late. I ran into trouble in autumn.
Of course you did.
Hey, I was fighting Master Taiyu and the White Tiger. Cut me a little slack, would you? Hang on. What's that scroll you've got there, Miaolong? Isn't that the Azure Dragon?
Ah. Yes, it's Ara. I didn't have a choice. She saw everything.
Right. You ended up handling Shang-Chi instead of the adversary. Out of curiosity, what would you have done if the adversary had caught you?
Darmore's terms were clear. I'd observe the adversary, and he'd lend us Kaling to smash up the barriers.
Right, but considering we're talking about a formally completed adversary, you should have waited.
And if waiting had spoiled everything, would you have taken responsibility?
Hey, relax. It all worked out, didn't it? You're not feeling guilty, are you? Oh, is that why you let the Azure Dragon live? I mean, I probably couldn't have killed Taiyu or the White Tiger, let alone both of them together. But you could have taken Ara out, no problem. How long? Come on. You've got to be cold sometimes. We're not in the ancient war anymore. We don't have to pretend we're all goody two-shoes. No more of that for us. Not on Darmore's side. Forget all that prattling on about the will of the world and order and blah blah blah. No more sitting around all cooped up in Shangri-La with nothing to show for it. No more pushing pawns around the chessboard. Well, no. Darmore does that too. But at least he doesn't pretend to be neutral about it.
Shensung, will you shut up?
What? It's true. Look, Kaling was an expendable asset the moment we knew she couldn't take Tautier's power. And the World Heart, we both know this, wouldn't have reacted to Kaling's power alone.
But the Transcendence power, the power Darmore gave her, that's what triggered the World Heart and erased her.
Look, I'm just glad to get out of here. I did piles and piles of research for way too long. I'm done with it. So yeah, someone else is going to give the orders for a while, but I don't care anymore.
So much for your sense of duty.
Right? Must be the contamination. Who cares? Let's just go before the barrier closes. We need to give these to Darmore. And our business in Shangri-La is officially done.